Well, hello. It's me, Carty. I help photographers just like you transition from a 9 to 5 life that you might hate to the life of a working pro. How I do this is through these immersive live streams like the one that you're watching right now. By the way, thank you if you're watching live. I appreciate you. Watching live is the way to go. You get to ask me questions. And I've been helping pros like you transition to the working pro life since 1995. And I mean, my gosh, that means that I'm old. I've been doing this literally since 1990 professionally. I'm in my 34th year. Started as a professional photographer when I was 20. That's when I registered my business. And I shoot a lot of celebs, Pharrell, Kanye, things like that. Today we are talking about audience building mastery because it's not just about building an audience. It's about building the right audience, the audience that are an audience of potential customers. That's kind of the goal. Let's try to teach you today how to build an audience of specific potential customers. And again, the thing that's cool about building an audience of exact customers is you're actually niche building an audience. And that is exactly what we're talking about today. I'm going to guide you through a systematic approach to building a significant audience from scratch, whether you're on any social media platform, even if you're starting with zero, even if you have no budget and no experience. The whole vibe about this method isn't just about creating new numbers. It's about creating a sustainable foundation for your business and this photography lifestyle that you love. And I mean, again, I hope that you love this photography lifestyle. So, niche audience building is what we are talking about. Now, when it comes to building the right audience, many of you have shared that you're starting from zero. And starting from zero is okay. Like, we all start from zero. We literally all start from scratch. And it's okay. Understand that that's where every race starts, at the starting line. So if you have fewer than 1,000 followers, or if you have no followers at all, or no budget to boost your growth, it's a starting point for so many people. It's a common starting point. And while daunting, it's where the most successful personalities begin in this business. The initial challenge is the toughest, gaining your first 1,000 followers, which can often feel like you're literally pushing a rock up a hill. That's what it can feel like at times. But I assure you, once you follow the steps that I'm going to go over today, you're going to hit that crest and it's going to be like pushing a rock down a hill. And also, not only that, you're going to actually be getting clients along the way. So let's talk about exactly how you do that. How do you do it? How do you do it? Well, it starts like this. The first thing we have to do is we have to have a focused, strategic action plan for this entire thing. If we're not strategic about it, we're going to lose. And we have to realize that to effectively tackle this, you need a clear, focused strategy. So I'm going to break it down into manageable steps. Manageable steps. The first thing that you have to do is you have to choose your platforms, and choose your platforms wisely. Like, where do you want to share your work? For me, the first thing that you think is Instagram, right? That's the first place that people think about sharing their photography. But I'm going to say your website is a way more effective way to show your work and Behance. Now, I am going to get into later how to actually use all social media effectively. But the reason that I say choose your platforms is because we can effectively manage 2 platforms effectively. Notice I'm saying plus our site. So that's the policy that I go by. I believe that we can successfully manage 2 platforms plus our website. So choose your platform. The next thing, evaluate what platform audience aligns best with your content. And start with one platform to maximize focus and resource utilization. Meaning, learn how to master one platform before you start thinking about doing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Reels, Substack. Like, there's so many different platforms that we can use. So think which platform aligns best with your content. For me, lately, that's Substack. And if you don't know what Substack is, definitely leave me a "I have no idea" comment what Substack is, and I'll make a video about it. I'll make a podcast about it. It's a newsletter/email program platform. The reason that I choose Substack is because Substack is not necessarily social media, it's email. An email that people are opting in for. They're asking for it. They're saying, please email me, Carty, things that you have going on in your life, things that's going on with your photography. Please tell me what's going on. They're opting in. So when someone opts in, they want it. The difference between an email and social is the type of mindset when people are looking at it. We'll call that headspace. What's the headspace that you're in when you're looking on Instagram? Are you trying to book makeup artists? Are you trying to book stylists? Are you trying to book other things through Instagram? Are you buying products and services because of Instagram? If the answer is yes, imitate the things that you see those people that you're buying their services so people will buy your services. If the answer is no, it's because Instagram it doesn't create a frequency for buying. It creates what I like to call awareness. Oops. Let us do that. It creates awareness. And awareness leads to like. It leads to prefer. It leads to this is my favorite. It leads to booking. So social media can lead to booking if you create content that creates an air that you're bookable and are looking for bookings and are offering something that your particular audience is looking for exactly, as if you are solving an exact problem for your audience. So choose your platforms. Next, define your niche. You've heard it 1,000 times, but don't think that that's any different with social media. Don't think it's any different than social media. So understand that when you pinpoint a niche, what we're trying to do is get something that resonates with us personally and professionally. So personally and professionally. is what we're trying to define a niche that resonates with us both personally and professionally. Personally, meaning I love this. Professionally, this is money. So how we do that is we think, okay, there's three main umbrellas. You can shoot people, you can shoot places, or you can shoot things. And in each one of those people, places, or things, there's portraits, fashion, blah, 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 lifestyle. There's a whole bunch of things in here. In places, there's architecture, there's real estate, and in things, there's products, there's cars. So we'll just call it products, cars, things. So under those three niches, there's so many different things, but once you define what it is that your niche is, say, because I'm a people photographer, that's the easiest. So what I need to do in order to define my niche is only show people. Because what that does is the algo, meaning the algorithm, defines you and then shows you to people who look at people photography. That's it's in its simplest form. If you shot products and you showed only product photography on your Instagram, the Instagram algorithm is going to categorize you, and it's only going to it's going to send you out to people who engage with product photography, flat lay, and there's potential clients there. So, by the way, happy Mother's Day. I can't believe I got right into the content without saying happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Glad you're here. If you're watching me live, by the way, thank you. I appreciate you. Everybody who is here hanging out with me in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to give you a round of applause. I appreciate you. I got all the good vibes and all the big love for you. I appreciate you. And you too have been here since the very beginning. So you know who you are. Thank you for being there. And yes, hit the join button. Become a member. You'll hit this. I'll get the smoke machine. I'll get the smoke machine guanin'. If I get a super chat, if I get a donation. If I get a super chat, a donation, if someone becomes a member, if someone gifts a member, I hit the smoke machine. The whole room lights up with smoke. Okay, so define your niche. Pinpoint a niche that resonates professionally and personally. That focus will be the cornerstone of your content, and it's going to help you attract a dedicated audience. Utilize the Ikigai exercise to find the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. So the Ikigai guide, and I'm going to show you what the Ikigai guide is. The Ikigai guide is a way that you can literally figure out exactly what niche you should be in. And what I'm going to get you to do, because there's so many different people watching and there's so many different angles and ideas that people want to have for their photography career, I'm going to help you define it by doing this Ikigai exercise. So, what you do, section 1, you write down what you're good at. Seems easy, but it's not. Write down all the different things that you're good at. That's the first part of the Ikigai, the sexting thing. Write down all the things that you love. This is an Ikigai exercise. Write down all the things that you love. Next, write down all the things that you can do that the world needs. What does the world need? And then section 4, write down all the things that you know how to do that you can be paid for. So those are the 4 sections. What are you good at? What do you love? What does the world need? And what can you be paid for? And then you create this beautiful diagram. And I'm going to hide this so you can screenshot this, because this is the Ikigai exercise. You write down up here, I'm good at post and shooting and location. And you fill out this whole square. And then what you love. Oh my goodness, I also love some of the things that are up here. And also what the world needs. Oh my goodness, the world needs this thing that's in this section here that also is in this section. And it's also something that I can be paid for. And it's also something that I'm good at. And it's also something that I love. You're trying to find your sweet spot. And that is the intersection between what you are good at, what you love, what the world needs and the market demands, societal needs, and what you can be paid for. That is the sweet spot. And it is not at all impossible to figure this out. This is the Ikigai. And you can do this exercise to learn how to find your own sweet spot, your own niche, the thing that makes you absolutely happy, the things that makes you jump out of bed and want to work every day. Make sure you screenshot that. So once you find that, and when you find that, and again, when it comes to your, these are some things to think about when it comes to what you're good at. Technical skills. What kind of cameras do you love? What kind of cameras do you have that set you apart from other photographers? What about your creative expression? What about your creative expression? Are you actually in it? Are you feeling like your style, how you convey emotions and stories through your images? What makes your photography unique? Your post-processing. What software are you amazing at? Are there specific editing techniques that you excel at that enhance your photography? Problem solving. Think about a challenging photo shoot. What obstacles did you encounter? How did you overcome them? Your educational background. What formal or informal education in photography or related fields have you completed? Has your education impacted your photography approach? So those are some things to think about when it comes to section 1. What are you good at? Section 2, what do you love? Passion fuels perseverance, which is essential for long-term success in photography. So this section, really deep dive, it explores the deeper motivation behind your photography. So why did you choose photography? What aspect of photography excites you the most? Who are your artistic, visual photography heroes? How have they influenced your work? What genres of photography inspire you? Satisfying moments. What part of the photography process, shooting, editing, sharing, or teaching, do you find the most fulfilling? What about your themes and subjects? What subjects or themes do you repeatedly gravitate towards? Why do these themes resonate with you? And your future aspirations. Where do you see your photography taking you? What dreams or goals do you hope to achieve through your work? When it comes to what the world needs, aligning your work with market demands and societal needs can enhance its impact and relevance. Too many photographers make work for themselves and not work that the industry needs, that the world needs. Too many photographers are adding to the noise. So, aligning your work with market demands and societal needs creates impact and relevance. So, jump on trends. What are some of the new trends in photography that you have observed? How could you incorporate or lead these trends in your work? I'm not talking about AI. Please don't. Community contribution. How can your photography benefit your local or global community? Is there community in your neighborhood that your pictures could benefit? Are there particular social issues or events that you care about that could use more visibility through your photography? What about market gaps? Which niches or what niche in photography in your particular area is underserved? What photography market, what niche in your area is underserved? How could your unique skills fill these gaps? And you have to ask yourself these questions. If you're not asking yourself these questions and asking them daily, and also, what is the demand for my skills? Are there specific skills that I need to learn, or are there specific skills or types of photography that are currently in high demand? How can I adapt or expand my skills to meet that new market need? And also global impact. How can my photography influence a global perspective or bring about some sort of social change? And the last thing, the last section and the questions you should ask yourself, what can you be paid for? Let's think about monetization and sustainability. This is art and commerce. It's not just art. It's not just pictures for making pictures, unless you don't need to make a living at this, unless you're doing this just for the hobby of it and you're watching me because you like my no BS direct approach. But if you are trying to make a living at this, like so many of you are that are watching me, let's think about monetization strategies. What are the various ways you can monetize your photography? Prints? Are you ready to do a workshop yet? Maybe stock photography? Maybe digital tools, online content? How can you monetize? What are your strategies? As far as networking, collaboration, what networking opportunities exist for you in person and online? How can you be collaborating with others to open up new avenues for income? These are all questions that you have to be asking yourself when you do this Ikigai exercise. And also, long-term viability. What steps can you take to ensure that your photography career is sustainable? And you have to think both your stylistic, artistic side and the business side. Are you all posty with no substance? Are you all style in Photoshop and in Lightroom, but no substance? You have to consider the artistic and the business side. And adaptability. You hear me talk so much about adaptability. How adaptable are your skills? How adaptable is your skill set, your tool set in the face of challenging and changing technologies and also changing and challenging market trends? What new skills might you have to learn? And lastly, personal fulfillment. How does pursuing a career in photography align with your personal values and your personal goals? So once you complete this questionnaire, that is when you go through and fill out this beautiful Ikigai exercise. And then analyze your answers. Look for patterns, look for intersections that can help you like lead to your ideal sweet spot, your ideal Ikigai, where your skills, your passion, and your societal contributions, your economic opportunities, they all meet. Finding your Ikigai in photography means discovering your career path and discovering that it's not only profitable, but it's deeply satisfying and you're creating impact. So you have to imitate before you innovate. And this is true with life. This is true with all things. And I've said this so many times, how you figure out what is happening in the world that you're choosing, in the photography world that you're choosing, is you go to Behance and you look at the best of Behance and you take in, like truly take in what your niche is and what the highest level of photography is happening within that niche. Because there is somebody on Behance that is making car photography like you've never seen before. They're making photographs in such a way that you've never seen before. And it's creating a new standard. Behance is where you, the professional or soon to be professional photographer, should be looking every day. This is what Behance looks like. It's not Instagram. It's not designed to be looked at on your phone. It's designed to be looked at by art directors at their desk, because this is how they find photographers that they want to book. So whatever your niche is, and again, I'm showing you some exceptional lifestyle / car photography, and it's showing you just how photography looks right now. You might think that your car photography is amazing, but if you're not looking at the best in the world and what their portfolios look like, you are missing the boat. If you're looking at Instagram on your phone with photos that appear this big, and that's where you're putting your photos, where your photos appear this big, like, you're not even in the arena. Instagram is not where people go to book a $10,000 a day photographer. That is not where they are. They might have discovered you, but they really are in the know. They're going to look at your website. They're going to look at your Behance profile. And if you don't have a website or a Behance profile, they are not booking you. People have to see that you can shoot for print. So this is how you use intelligent imitation in order to create a market and learn what is happening within your ideal niche. Alongside the Ikigai exercise, this is what you do. You go on Behance every single day, like it is your job. And you look at your niche and you study photographers that are blowing up in your niche. And you do exactly what they're doing. Find a bunch of them. When you find a bunch of different sources, it's impossible to steal when you're finding a bunch of different sources of photographers within your niche that are killing it. That's called research. I call it intelligent imitation. If you take from one photographer that I just love them, I love them so much, I love how they do that, I love how they do that, I love how they, and then you just end up doing everything, it's called plagiarism. You're stealing. You're stealing their essence. It's not cool. If you want to build your own essence. Build your own essence. So That is intelligent imitation, and that is how you do it. And that is just one aspect. Do intelligent imitation with everything. Do not reinvent the wheel, you silly fool. Do not reinvent the wheel. Find someone who's doing exactly what you want to do. See every system that they're doing that's working and adopt every single thing that you can. Find a photographer that's working. Find a photographer that's doing exactly what you wish you were doing. Pay them for coaching. Get them to give you every single thing that you need. Every question, everything that you like. Get them to tell you everything. That's intelligent imitation. My brother is text messaging me. So that is intelligent imitation. And there's so much more. There's so much more to get into today. And so many people have no money, though. They have no money. So what I hear often is, yeah, but. I'm so tired of yeah, buts. I'm so tired of yeah, buts. So someone's saying, am I lagging? I don't think I'm lagging. I don't think I'm lagging. I have 100% stream health here. Stream is excellent. So, seems like you, Dominique. Stephen C says I am A-OK. I have lots of people who are constantly watching me, and they DM me, they send me messages. They let me know what's going on. Okay, so I have no money. Okay, that you're affirming it. You said it twice. I get it. Now, start saying things like, I have not caught up with my abundance as yet. I have not caught up with my riches as yet. I have not caught up with my future self as yet. But saying things like, I'm broke, that don't affirm that stuff, man. Don't affirm it. Like, don't talk about what you are without. If you want to have money, talk about all the amazing things that you have currently, even if finances isn't one of them. Talk about love, light, happiness, the fact that you have eyes to see and operate a camera, the fact that you have a camera, the fact that you have a brain to be able to decipher information, you have family. Like, there's so much that we can be grateful for. If you forget gratitude and you only think about lack and what you don't have, you're going to get a lot more lack, you know? And the things that you do have that you're not grateful for are going to kind of start to fall by the wayside. Honestly, they will start to fall by the wayside if you're not constantly being grateful. I'm guessing you're passionate about photography, but navigating the leap from hobbyist to professional can feel like a daunting, solitary journey. You know that you have the potential, but what you need is a clear path and expert guidance. I'm sure you also know that photography school costs upwards of $50,000, or maybe you think you're too old to go back to school. That's where I come in. I can give you delivery of my patented Carty method one-on-one. It's not just any mentorship, it's a personalized deep dive into a proven 6-phase system that I've developed over my 33-year career. Together, we'll walk through each phase of the Carty method, tailored specifically to your needs and your pace. Whether it's mastering the art of composition, or understanding the business side of photography, or even developing your unique style, I'll be there to guide you every step of the way. You can take the first step towards realizing your dream of becoming a professional photographer very simply. Enroll in the Carty Method one-on-one mentorship today. With personalized guidance and actionable steps at every session, you're not just learning, you're actually transforming. My time is limited. There's only 24 hours in a day, so I can only take on 8 shooters this way. So apply now to secure your spot and start your journey to becoming a professional photographer. Thank you for watching that. And thank you for being here with me. Honestly, my mentorship and my masterclass are just freaking amazing. I'm so happy with what I'm about to do, which is masterclass number 5. We were talking about the systems today. I am so excited. Get in my masterclass. Pro group is coming, by the way. If you're interested in my pro group, you've heard me talking about it. My pro group, I have an application. I have so many applications in. I'm choosing and doing interviews all week. Part of the process is you fill out the application and you book a Zoom chat with me. We talk, and then we see if you're ready to be in this pro group or not. I'm only taking 50, by the way. So we are getting close to the last call for my pro group. If it's something that you're trying to make 100K a year with your camera, I'm looking for only serious people who are hopefully, if not making money with their camera, about to. 2 people who are making over 50,000. I'm looking for, this is an accelerator. So anyways, email me. There's all kinds of ways to reach me. I'll tell you more. All right, guys, let's talk about mastering content creation with no budget, because poor is all I hear. I hear that I'm poor. And again, I said, don't affirm it. Understand what constitutes compelling content on your chosen platform. When you understand what constitutes compelling content, you realize it's more crucial than any financial investment. What pops on social? If you don't know that, there's no point. So figure out what pops on social. Study successful profiles. Replicate what works. You hear me saying intelligent imitation. It continually comes, like when they remake a car, they don't redesign the concept of a car. It's still 4 wheels and a steering wheel. We sit inside, there's 4 seats, but yet there's all infinite amount of designs of a car, all based on that format. So what we have to do is find the format. And that's what so many photographers are missing. They miss the format. There is a format for how to do this. There's actually a roadmap, a format for how to be a photographer. But people just buy a camera and start making photos, start taking photos, and they call themselves photographers. So I'm trying to teach you the format for all of these different things, so you actually cannot just say you're a photographer, you can actually embody photographer and make a living at it instead of just
yes or yes
playing around, you know? So mastering content without a budget. What constitutes compelling content? First, what is it? Replicate what's working on successful profiles and gradually develop your own style. Grab from a bunch of different people, develop your own style. Consistency is your greatest ally, because the more reps you do, the better, stronger you get. This is why when you go to the gym, you go once, it hurts, so you don't go anymore. But you go every other day and you keep going and you make it a part of your life, and then you realize that that hurt is your muscles growing, and it's part of the process. And you don't see results the first day. You see results through consistency. So consistency is your greatest ally. Establish a routine that allows you to post content regularly without overwhelming yourself. Schedule your posts. Instagram, use Facebook's Meta Suite. You can connect your Instagram and automatically schedule your posts. So that's what we're trying to do. And how we action it, identify role models on your platform and analyze their content strategy. Establish a calendar and stick to it religiously. Religiously. I have content calendar, not just like, I actually have a iCal calendar that says outward reach. And if I share my outward reach calendar with you right here, you see it's all here. It's blue. It tells me. I went through and found all the best times based on my profile, based on when my audience is on Instagram, and I put it in my calendar. So these are all ongoing when I post and when I make my Substack content. So my content is right here, built into my calendar. And you can see how many calendars I have. And you can see what, like on a weekly basis, what it looks like for me in the middle of the day. I even schedule time with my girlfriend, and we live in the same house. So that is how you build out content, and also schedule ahead. Make one afternoon and do all your posts for the whole week, and then you're chilling. That's what we're supposed to do. It's hard, but that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to establish a content calendar and stick to it religiously. That is what we are supposed to do. Next. And again, this isn't hard when you're systematic about it. It's not hard when you're systematic about it. And what we're trying to do was we're trying to grow and engage our community. Like our community. You guys are a part of my community, but you're also supposed to grow and engage your community, which is a community. Let me write properly. A community around your work. And how you grow a community around your work is you bring value. And guess what else? You can also provide and create a targeted niche community. So now it's focused and they're all potential customers. I'm writing with a tablet, okay? They're all potentials. So don't grow and engage just any community. Bring value to a specific community. And how you do that is you obsess. And you obsess about solving problems. You obsess about solving problems and sharing solutions. Now, if you obsess about solving problems and sharing solutions within your specific niche, you're going to learn about problems that they're going to have before they even know that they're going to have them. And it becomes incredibly easy to grow a community if your business is obsessing over solving problems and sharing solutions. I'm a portrait photographer. Imagine I could make content about being better on camera. I can share content on how to pose. Let's go. Stephen C., a member for 8 months. This is called dedication, Stephen C. And I appreciate you for becoming a renewed member for another month. Stephen is such an incredible dude. I'm so happy that I have him as part of this community. Stephen, thank you for renewing. As you can see, I've conjured the smoke, and you're so important to me. You do so much for my community. Stephen is a mod on my Discord. He is the greeting community. Everybody who comes in, you meet Stephen first. And he makes sure that you're cool. He makes sure that not that you're cool, but meaning that you have everything that you need. That's what I mean. Like, he'll walk you through everything step by step. He'll point you in the right direction, tell you where to go. Like, he runs my photography community. So he's such an important person, and you becoming a member again, Stephen, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're trying to grow and engage the right community, not any community, the right community. And as our follower count grows, especially after we cross our big thresholds like 100, 1,000, once we're on that road above 1,000, it's important to engage, because the engagement part means responding to every single comment, going to other people who are engaging with your content and engage with their content. And it's not just about posting. It's about comments on other people, following other people, DMing other people, starting up group chats, moving people off platform to WhatsApp, to Zoom, trying to create a community around what you're doing. So dedicate time each day to engage with comments and messages. And consider setting up a community group to deepen connections and feedback. Try to get people on DM. Hey, hi, can I DM you? Like, it's so easy. Hey, can I DM you? Or hey, I DM'd you. Or hey, check your DMs. And then guess what? Give them value. That's it. Like, not, look at my photography. Look how cool I am. Look how amazing I am. You're engaged in a community. So imagine this. You're obsessing over the problems that your niche would face. And you're obsessing over creating solutions for problems that people within your niche face. And then you see someone within your niche and you see a problem. So then what do you DM them? You DM them a solution to that problem. A link. Hey, I see that you're doing this. Go here. I used to do that too. Go here, watch this video. It totally changed my way to do XYZ. I just wanted to share it with you. It doesn't even have to be your content. But guess what? Do you want to see how? Do you want to see how you grow and engage? Wow, nice face, Bo. Somebody sent me the best message, the best DM I'd ever seen. And again, it's like, oh, it's gone. So this guy all he did was this. He was in his house with his phone and he did this. He opened the camera app and He did this. Hey, Carty, I've been watching your YouTube channel. I just want to say I really appreciate what you're doing. You're helping so many people. You've helped me so much. You've never met me. I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate what you're doing for us here on YouTube. That was like, so I open a video from a stranger that I have no idea who it is, and it just says video. And it also, he made it so I couldn't watch it back. I couldn't save it. It's just like, watch one time. Of course I'm compelled. It opened a curiosity loop. I want to know what's in that video. And then the compliment, he didn't ask me for anything. He didn't ask me for anything. He just gave me a compliment. What did I do? Right after that, I recorded 2 voice notes for him, sent it, and now started a whole dialogue back and forth with that guy because he sent me a personal, hey, I really like what you're doing. Thank you. He sent me one of those messages. That's how you grow and engage your community. Because like, that was a clinic. Like, after he did that, I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that 3 times a week. I'm going to do that to everybody that I want to work for. I'm going to just do that just to do it, just to be nice. Like, it means so much to the person who's receiving it. If you're trying to work for somebody, send them a video. Just record something fast for them. Genius. Dedicate time each day to engage with your comments and your messages. And get people on DM. Set up some sort of a community, set up some sort of a potential clients group so you can deepen connections and get feedback from people. Feedback. We need feedback. I create a feedback loop, but the faster that we can get feedback, the better that we can act, the better that we can change, the better we can shift on that feedback. So the last part, and I mean, it's not the last part. There's so much to this. But the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to monetize. You're going to monetize and scale. And, well, how do you monetize? Once you've established a follower base, and I mean, again, I'm over 10,000 subscribers. I'm over 10, right? So like that 10K bar is a great marker. But even at 1K, even at 500, you can start to do this. Once you've established a follower base, start thinking about monetization strategies. How could I monetize? And let's think about how you could do that. You could do exclusive content. I want you to count how many of these that I'm doing already. You can do exclusive content, meaning paid. You can have it open. It's called freemium, which it starts free and you get some stuff for free. And if you want more stuff, you pay. So that's one way. It's the first way that you monetize, is you do a freemium model, exclusive content. Next, you do promos. Join my list and get 20% off. And then say you want to make $1,000, or from your offer, say you want to make $500 for your offer, Tell people it's normally $750. So you want to make 500. Tell people it's $750, and then you do this, an X through it, and you say, now 500, because they gave you email. They gave you an email. So it's called a funnel. And again, we'll get into that in another episode. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to offer something. So the first one, exclusive content. The second one, promo. Second is a promo. Next is you can do a digital tool. Oh my goodness, I just wrote that backwards. Did you catch that? Digital tool. Can be a PDF. Can be a worksheet. It could be some problem that you solved for your specific niche. So understand that the whole goal is to reinvest. We're trying to get revenue so we can reinvest. We need gear. You need computers. There's so much stuff that we need. So we're trying to monetize and scale. So how you action this is try a pilot monetization project. Try a digital tool. Invent something. A how-to guide. Even a paid workshop if you're at that level where you're ready to teach something, even if it's post-production. And then see how it worked. Hey, did this work? Or did this not work? And if it worked, like refine and you can deploy larger. Honestly, it's not as hard as you think. I promise you, it's not as hard as you think, but it's hard. But it's not as hard as you think. It's like this whole professional photography business is a journey, but it is also a business. Hey, Ricky, thanks for hanging out with us, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a little toot of the smoke. Toots of the metals. I haven't been getting subscribers while I'm live recently, so thank you. I appreciate you. I am a conjurer, so as you can see, we are conjuring. Don't be confused, by the way. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Yo, Jack Black, give me some dance, buddy. Understand that, like, this journey from 0 to 100,000 followers, because that's the journey I'm going on. You know, you make these little steps on YouTube. I am inches away from 20,000. Inches away. I am at 18,000 and something. So I'm almost at 20,000. And believe me, not even a year ago, 1 year ago today, I had 1,100 subscribers, 1,100. And now over 18,000 is absolutely insane. And this journey, it's just a metric. If you're not using the right audience building techniques to get the right audience, people who are potential customers, you know, and if you're posting randomly all over the place, that how can the algorithm categorize you? And then, like, the algorithm categorizes you properly. It'll send you and show you to your potential customers, to your tribe. But if you're just like, imagine you're a car photographer, you shoot only car photography, you show only car photography, your work and your Instagram gets pushed out to car enthusiasts, collectors, builders, part makers, and then you're on the wheel. Now you follow a bunch of those accounts that are interacting with your content, start DMing people, and now you're building an audience of potential customers. Posting and shooting what you want sending it out there, just random, pretty picture of this, pretty street scene, pretty sunset, pretty that, pretty that. The only common ground is that it's photography. I got a secret for you. Everybody posts photography on Instagram. So what makes your photography any different if you're not categorizing, niching, specializing? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you grow an audience of the right people. Understanding, like, there's so many phases. Each phase, like, is going to test a different skill: content creation, community engagement, monetization strategies. But when you focus on those 3 areas and leverage each phase's specific growth tactics, you not only achieve follower milestones, like you'll get followers, but you're going to establish a robust and engaging online presence that can significantly impact your professional and your personal life. Remember, every large community started with a single follower. A single follower. Like I'll say, this was like this. It didn't have the 8 there. It was 1.4. Now, 17,000 people that I've brought to this channel in 12 months. Every large community started with a single follower. Persistence, dedication, and strategy. You understand, this was a strategy, eh? Like how I blew up this whole thing, like all of my systems, all of the things, the photo reviews, like I've made something impossible to imitate. My channel is impossible to imitate. You can try. I see you out there trying to be me, but that's okay. All you can do is try to take elements of stuff that I'm doing and try to do okay at it. But again, like, I'm obsessed. And I just don't think you're as obsessed as I am I don't think that you can make something that I do as cool as I'm doing it. I just don't think so. So, don't imitate. Intelligently imitate, which is not ever pulling from just one source. Don't watch my YouTube channel and try to do what Carty's doing. This is not going to work for you. Try to figure out what is your niche and what problems are happening within that niche and obsess over solving those problems. My niche, I help emerging and struggling photographers transition to the life of a full-time working pro. Like, that's what I do. I know my niche, and that's why you're here. And because my niche is so targeted, because that's all I do, and that's all I obsess about, and that's all I talk about here on YouTube, because I'm a working photographer, can take all the things that work for my business and roll them into systems and teach you so they'll work for your business. It's like I test the stuff on myself first before I deploy it to you. So this is why this system works. This is intelligent imitation. Photographers on YouTube that aren't working photographers cannot teach you how to be a photographer. They can just teach you how to take photos. I've been doing this for 33 years. I hope this brought you value today. This has been Behind the Picture. I am going to be on YouTube Music. You can find me if you like podcasts and you like listening to my audio. You want to hear this amazing voice in your ears while you're doing stuff. You can YouTube Music me and listen on YouTube Music. But Spotify and Apple Podcasts are coming very, very soon. What I'm going to be doing on Apple Podcasts and Spotify is combining my 2 podcasts into one feed. The feed is going to be called The Carty Method, and it is going to be audio of my podcasts that are not too visual heavy, the ones that are more my lectures, the ones that you can listen to my insights. And then if you do want to see the visuals, you can catch it on YouTube. So that is the goal. We are going to iTunes. We are going to Apple Music. We are blowing this thing up. Please, also, if you're stuck and looking for ways to manage your freelance career, please look at my sponsor. I am sponsored by Indie, and Indie is the ultimate freelance dashboard for photographers. I've been sponsored by Indie, and again, people have wanted to sponsor me and have tried to get me to do product reviews. They've tried to get me to do so many different things within their realm, but I've said no, because it hasn't been the right sponsor. But Indie is, and they're small developers. It's a small team. They're incredibly nimble. They're constantly working on this. It's inexpensive, but it is not cheap, meaning it is only $780 a month if you pay monthly, or $585 if you pay yearly. And you can do invoices. It has CRM. There's contracts like model releases, like shoot contracts, all this stuff like baked in. It's just sign up, start. It's so easy and it's cheap. So many of you have signed up. So many of you have told me that Indie has already saved them because they had to make a quick invoice. They signed up, sent out a quick invoice. And also Indie University. There's all of this incredible resources as far as stuff for freelance photographers and freelance creatives. That's why I signed up with Indie, is because it's for freelancers. And I'm transferring everything over to here. You used to hear me talking about Wave. Wave is now trying to do what Indie is doing. So Wave is no longer free. Wave is now paid. So as I roll, it's kind of perfect timing as I'm rolling now my stuff into Indie. And if you're using Wave, please consider having a look at Indie. It's 35% off your first year. Use my offer code or go to weareindie.com/Steve-Carty. There's always the links in the video description. Thank you to Indie for sponsoring this podcast, for sponsoring this channel, and being so amazing with, if I say, hey, I need this to be this, they just change it. Like, it's pretty cool. Like to actually, it's not like I'm with Epidemic Sound, or you don't hear me talking about Squarespace or those kinds of sponsors that just everybody has. And believe me, all of those sponsors asked me to, it's like, no, I want to actually a sponsor that actually helps. And Indie. We are Indie/Steve-Carty. That is how you link up. And also video description. Guys, I hope today brought you value. If you have any quick questions, I'm definitely able to answer a question. God, I can only really answer one. I am doing my masterclass today. I am more than prepped, but I need to masterclasses are intense. And I've been doing, it usually takes me about 2 weeks to do masterclass notes. This time I spent a little bit less time doing them because I'm teaching systems that I know already. It's a lot easier, but the visual aids, and also leave me a comment if you like the visuals, if you like slates and you want more slates. Let me know if the slates help you. God, you're very welcome, Jay Bakari. You're very welcome. He gave an amazing compliment saying thank you for the transparency. You're very welcome. Yeah, and again, I am by far not a gatekeeper, honestly, man. I'm not a gatekeeper. I can't keep a gate. It's like, this is not my industry. I'm in it. I just work in it. But I play many roles for you. I play peer, I play mentor, I play coach. I'm going to say, if you're trying to be in the NBA and you can't shoot a jump shot, I'm going to say, hey, you can't shoot a jump shot. You know what I mean? And you're trying to be in the NBA. I'm going to say that. You know what I mean? So that's sort of like a performance-based. It's very performance-based. And also, yeah, but I don't have an NBA uniform. I'm wearing flip-flops because I can't afford professional equipment. It's like, hey, you can ball in whatever you want, right? And again, you hear me talk about this as well. You can ball with whatever you got, but I'm in the NBA and I'm telling you what I ball with. See? So again, you don't have to, but I'm just telling you, other ballers that I'm balling with, they ball with pro gear. I ball with pro gear. I'm in the NBA. You're not. You're trying to be in the NBA. You roll into the NBA with your, special kids and all this kind of stuff. It's like, you're going to be the one who stands out. People are going to be like, I've never seen someone shoot with that before. Never seen someone do that before. Because you're in the NBA, you're in the show. So I'm trying to teach you how to be in the show. It's simple. You don't have to agree with me, but don't forget I'm in the show. I hope today brought you value, guys. I love you very much. Oh shit, wrong intro. Thank you guys so very much. Again, this commercial-free stream is brought to you by the members of this channel. I have over 200 members on this channel. We're trying to get it over 300. You realize because of my members, I'm able to do commercial-free live streams. If you would like to help me continue the streak of commercial-free live streams, all you needs to do is become a member. Becoming a member is easy. All you needs to do is hit the join button. If you'd like to have your photographs reviewed, which I do every single Thursday, all you need to do is hit the submission level when you hit the join button. Many have done that. Look at the people who are scrolling across the top that have crowns next to their name. Those are the last 25 members that have hit the join button on either submission level or Carty crew level. If you are one of them, hey, Stephen C., it happened during the episode, and you can see Stephen C.'s name scrolling right across. I typed these all in by hand, by the way. And also, if you became a subscriber, a believer in the last little while, you are going to see your name scrolling across the bottom. I can only write in the 25. I can only do 25. Like, come on. It takes a long time to type these in by hand. I have so much valuable content on this channel with the only goal to help you reach your professional photography dreams. If you are interested in my pro group, I have an application. I have a whole process. Please leave pro group in a comment, or better still, go to thecartymethod.com, hit the contact, and send me an email. I love you very much. Thanks for watching.